What I thought we'd just quickly do is just, if you two guys can give us some sort of roundup of what you thought of the last couple of days, because you've been here right since the beginning, you talked through what we were doing at the start. And I'm going to give you a microphone, thank you. In fact, you can have one each, which is slightly dangerous. I just want to know from each of you a couple of highlights of the last couple of days, things that you think are going to stand out when you get back home.
Learning proper English phrases.
Could you give us some examples?
No, we're not doing that again.
So it'll come out.
I guess for me, well, aside from just like coming out here and feeling the pulse of the accessibility community here at TechShare, and knowing that the problems that we're facing in America, in the U.S. and Canada, a lot of them are the same. We're hearing the same common themes, so it's good to know that we're all trundling through this together. That works. But aside from that, hearing a gentleman this morning from the BBC mentioning that LinkedIn's alt text creation flow is one of the better ones, best practice. That was something I sent immediately to folks back in Sunnyvale. And honestly, like people have talked about I forget who it was. I think it might have been Christopher from Google, mentioning how important it is to recognize and just like tell people when they've done great stuff. And so I totally believe in that. So I sent an email off to our video team in New York and elsewhere mentioning, hey, we just got mentioned. So that is definitely a highlight. You go.
Oh, man.
This is totally unscripted.
I don't remember much after the drinks last night.
Oh,
actually.
hey.
It's been good. I was really interested in the enhanced audio description, so the people that were in the audio description session, that was really interesting. So not just having, for people who don't know what audio description is, when blind person's watching a film, for the visual scenes to be described. So usually it's just someone narrating it, but it was interesting in the enhanced audio description, kind of maybe taking it a bit further, instead of someone just verbalizing everything, use things like sound effects, so if someone's running along the beach, instead of saying person running on the beach, you can use the sound of footsteps, using things like 3D sound, binaural sound. So if you've got headphones on, if in a film someone's on the left, you can hear them on the left and the right, and that. And there was a third aspect to that, which was getting into the head of the actor themselves. So instead of someone audio describing, it's actually the voice of the actor. So it's built into the script, and it's their thoughts, and that helps to describe what's happening. So it's been quite. I thought that was pretty great. Oh, and
Something from yesterday.
Something from yesterday. I thought Caroline kicked it off really great, and she was saying it was we're at this tipping point almost, point of no return. Accessibility can't be ignored anymore. It's pretty exciting just to even have conferences like this and people traveling from all over the world to come to them. It's it's a buzz. It's a pretty exciting time. Over to you, Lush.
Can I plug something while I'm up here?
You already did.
No.
But
hey, just real quick, if anyone wants an excuse to come to California, March 7th, Accessibility Camp in San Francisco at LinkedIn. In all seriousness, if anyone happens to be going to another conference in Anaheim the week after, you're more than welcome to come to San Francisco. And I'd love to return the favor for all the hospitality here that I've been receiving. Just if you want to feel what it's like amongst the Silicon Valley crowd of designers and engineers who are just so keen on accessibility, try and make that. So use your favorite search engine, Accessibility Camp Bay Area, and hopefully we'll see you there next year. I'm certainly coming back here next year.
Cool. Just a final thing about...
Settle down, Christopher.
I just want to reflect something on the Global Accessibility Awareness Day community. One of the things that we didn't pick up actually when you were chatting was, have you got any idea of the numbers of people who participate in events around GAD? Do you have any sense of that?
I don't, because like I said, the events could be as small as someone taking someone out for coffee to talk about why we aren't having an accessibility strategy yet, to filling up a retail store, to coming to a conference or filling up a library. It depends. It could be from 2 people. It could be 1 person blogging. Like any of those events, anything that anyone wants to do to cause that conversation to happen. So I don't have numbers of people. I can tell you cities, we're at, I think, 140 some odd cities that are having public events. I'd love to get that up to 200 at some point and more.
Cool.
But yeah, that's my answer.
I think that's the most obvious place you can see the accessibility community in action, is what I was thinking about the amazing growth. Since the start of the ad thing.
And like I said, the biggest thing for me is it's the non-English speaking take up of the event, where we're starting to see more events in Germany and in other countries where English is not the first language. So I would expect that the mother tongue would be something else. And so that reaches out to a whole new audience of people. We all kind of here take it for granted that we're speaking English, and Twitter's a lot in English and stuff. But accessibility translates into all the languages.
Cool.
Anything?
No, absolutely. No, I just think it's amazing, and that's it, really. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
And
So I'm like last night. I'm taking you home now. So I'm not. I don't think you're going to stand up here all night. Otherwise, we go to the bar. So I just thought my watch had actually stopped because it only says 5:15, and
mine's is an hour forward.
Oh yeah, yours is wrong.
I have a watch.
Is it really 5:15? Yeah. So we're like just about on time.
Oh, can I tell them about my watch? If it's kind of on topic.
What? So that we end up late?
Your watch is not functional.
This is people may not be able to see it, but it's a design of an inclusively designed item here. It's tactile. It's got tactile markings around the side, and then it's got like how long do I have? It's got
a lot less now.
It's got a ball bearing on the face of it, and that's the minute. So wherever that ball bearing stops, that's the minute hand. And
are you acting as a hand model right
on the outside? Hey, yeah. On the outside, got model on the title. That's good. On the outside, it's got a ball bearing, and that corresponds to the.
So what time is it right now?
Oh, don't do that to me. No, he said it was 15:15. So it's about 17 minutes past, and that's without even touching my watch. Thank you.
But it says 6. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a brilliant time.
Let me take this opportunity. As a visitor, let's give a hand to AbilityNet and everyone involved, right?